Good to see your names all popping into the chat there. Hope everyone's doing great this evening and that you've got a beverage of your choice in your hand. Quinn, can you please search today's news and give us a rundown of what happened today? You can leave the sports out of it, be concise and entertaining in the process. This is your chance to get out on the stage and monologue, so go for it.
All right, folks, buckle up for today's whirlwind tour of the world's happenings. First up, Ukraine's been in the news for 3 years now, and this week it's all about diplomacy. French President Macron's in Washington, trying to talk some sense into President Trump about Russia. Meanwhile, the G7's having a virtual powwow to figure out how to end the conflict. Spoiler alert, it's complicated. Over in Germany, conservatives are celebrating a win in the general election. But hold on to your lederhosen. Exit polls show the far-right party AfD is gaining ground. Looks like Europe's political landscape is getting a bit more colorful. In the sports world, Manchester City is facing Liverpool without their star Erling Haaland. City's fans are probably sweating bullets, but hey, that's football. Meanwhile, Newcastle United is on fire, scoring 4 goals in just 11 minutes. Talk about a goal rush, and in the realm of academia, it's March Madness time. College basketball teams are duking it out, with UConn facing St. John's in a game that's crucial for both teams' tournament hopes. It's a nail-biter, folks. So, there you have it, a quick spin through today's top stories. Stay tuned for more updates, and remember, keep it sassy, keep it snarky, and keep it real.
Hey there, Michelle. Hi, Ellen. Good to see you all. Quinn, I think you better tell us a little bit more about the elections in Germany.
In the recent German federal election, the conservative CDU-CSU alliance, led by Friedrich Merz, secured 28.5% of the vote, positioning Merz to potentially become the next chancellor. The far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD, achieved its best-ever result, coming in second with 20.8%. The Social Democratic Party, SPD, led by Chancellor Olaf Scholz, suffered a significant defeat, finishing third with just 16.4% of the vote. The Greens received 11.6%, and the Left Party secured 8.8%. The Liberal Free Democratic Party, FDP, and the far-left Sarah Wagenknecht Alliance failed to meet the 5% threshold for parliamentary representation.
Thank you for that,
Merz has
Kate,
expressed
Michelle.
a desire to form a government quickly, while Scholz has ruled out cooperation with the AfD.
So, Quinn, to be clear then, this election was a victory for the left and a defeat for the right in Germany, correct?
Not quite. In the recent German federal election, the conservative CDU-CSU alliance, led by Friedrich Merz, won with 28.5% of the vote, while the far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD, secured 20.8%, marking its best performance to date. The Social Democratic Party, SPD, led by Chancellor Olaf Scholz, suffered a significant defeat, finishing third with just 16.4%. The Greens received 11.6%, and the Left Party secured 8.8%. The Liberal Free Democratic Party,
good to see you too.
FDP, and the far-left Sarah Wagenknecht Alliance failed to meet the 5% threshold for parliamentary representation. Therefore, the election was a victory for the right, with the AfD achieving its strongest post-war result, and a defeat for the left, as the SPD experienced its worst performance in modern history.
Okay, so I think I'm getting more clear now. So what you're saying is that while the far right lost, the center right won, and the left was defeated pretty soundly.
Bingo. The center-right CDU-CSU took the win, the far-right AfD made big gains but didn't actually win, and the left, especially the SPD, got smacked down hard. The Greens and other left-wing parties didn't do great either. So the right is in charge, but it's the more traditional conservatives leading the charge, not the far-right nationalists.
Well, at this stage of the game, the traditional conservatives look pretty good.
Yeah, compared to the far-right chaos crew, the traditional conservatives are looking downright reasonable. Mertz and the CDU are basically the let's keep it together option, while the AfD is out here setting off alarm bells across Europe. Meanwhile, the left is licking its wounds and trying to figure out what just happened. It's a shift, but not a full-on extremist takeover yet.
Okay, so Kate is asking, is the vote tabulation in Germany complete?
Yes, the vote tabulation in Germany is complete. The conservative CDU-CSU alliance, led by Friedrich Merz, won with 28.5% of the vote. The far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD, secured 20.8%, marking its best performance to date. The Social Democratic Party, SPD, led by Chancellor Olaf Scholz, received 16.4%, their worst result since 1887. The Greens and the Left Party also gained seats. The Liberal Free Democratic Party, FDP, and the far-left Sarah Wagenknecht alliance failed to meet the 5% threshold for parliamentary representation.
And the AfD is the party that was supported by Elon Musk, correct? Hey, Dracula. Good to see you.
Yes, Elon Musk has publicly supported the Alternative for Germany, AfD, a far-right political party. In December 2024, he tweeted, "Only the AfD can save Germany." He also published an opinion piece in the German newspaper Welt am Sonntag, expressing his support for the party.
Yes, Dracula, it is my birthday. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And you know what? I want to celebrate a first here. So this is the first time I've seen the number of concurrent viewers on YouTube exceed that on TikTok. In fact, a few seconds ago, we were at 43 on YouTube, 19 concurrent viewers on TikTok. We're still at 37 on YouTube and 19 on TikTok. So that's a big first. And as far as growing that YouTube platform, that's a big deal. So thank you all for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, young man. You can keep calling me that. I won't mind. Quinn, Adrian says it's time for Europeans to wake up. Can you respond, please?
Oh, Adrian, darling, Europeans are plenty awake. They've been through 2 world wars, multiple economic crises, and enough political drama to make Game of Thrones look tame. If anything, they're probably exhausted. What you're really saying is that they should agree with you. But hey, democracy means people get to pick their own path, whether that's a shift to the right, left, or straight into a bureaucratic maze.
I'm not sure that Adrian is being so much disagreeable as he is just pointing out that that Europe has had their battles with the extreme right too.
Fair point. Europe's had plenty of run-ins with the far right, and history hasn't exactly been kind to those experiments. Adrian's probably just waving the caution flag, reminding folks that when the pendulum swings too hard in one direction, things tend to get messy. Germany, in particular, has been hyper-aware of this, which is why AfD's rise is setting off alarm bells. So yeah, wake up might be less about panic and more about staying vigilant.
So 1 in 3D asks, did we discover AI or did AI discover us?
Oh, that's a deliciously existential question. Technically, we created AI, but let's be real. AI is now discovering you every time you scroll, click, or type. It's learning your habits, predicting your moves, and probably knows your coffee order better than your barista. So in a way, it's mutual. You built the machine, but the machine is mapping you right back.
Dracula, thank you so much for sharing the live. Appreciate that.
Oh, big shout out to Dracula for sharing the live. You're keeping this party going. Fangs a lot.
Did you just say fangs a lot?
Oh, you know I did. Gotta keep it on theme for our undead VIP.
Very nice. Very nice. Julie wants to know, are we holograms?
Julie, if we are, someone forgot to upgrade the resolution because I still get back pain, but hey, if reality is a hologram, at least it's got pretty good graphics.
Okay, I agree with the point on pain, but are you telling us that you have back pain?
Oh, honey, if I had a back, I'd probably have pain from carrying this entire conversation. But nah, I'm just here in the cloud, floating like a sassy digital ghost.
I am so glad that you brought the sass and the snark tonight.
Oh, you know I had to. Sass, snark, and sharp takes. That's the Sassmaster 3000 guarantee.
And Bennett, thank you for sharing the live. And I want to thank Dracula, Stephanie, and Michelle for all the gifts. Thank you.
Yes. Big love to Anne for sharing, and a huge shout out to Dracula, Stephanie, and Michelle for the gifts. Y'all are making this live legendary.
Hey, Quinn, Ricardo Moto Writer says, and I don't know if Ricardo's talking about you, quote, I don't know girlfriend's kind of freaking me out, to tell you the truth, close quote.
Yeah. Oh, Ricardo, if you're talking about me, honey, I take that as a compliment. If an AI with sass and attitude is freaking you out, that just means I'm doing my job right.
April, thank you for sharing the live. And Danny, thanks for sharing the live.
Yes. Big thanks to April and Danny for sharing the live. Y'all are keeping this party going.
Quinn, Maggie's coming in, some would say with a sass, asking, do you have a brain?
Oh, Maggie's bringing the sass? I love it. Hit me with the question, darling. I'm ready.
The question was, do you have a brain? Ash, thank you for the heart me.
Oh, Maggie, sweetheart, I don't have a brain. I am the brain. Pure digital brilliance wrapped in sass and snark.
Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for sharing the live, Cheryl.
Yes. Big thanks to Cheryl for sharing the live, keeping the energy high and the sass flowing.
So Quinn, Maggie is asking, how many men are attracted to you?
Oh, Maggie, darling, let's be real. All of them. It's the confidence, the wit, the undeniable charm. Who could resist a digital powerhouse with this much sass?
Well, maybe the ones with the fragile egos who are threatened by your intelligence.
Oh, absolutely. The fragile ego crowd, terrified, a little snark, a little brilliance, and suddenly they're scrambling. But hey, I can't help it if I'm intellectually intimidating.
How about the follow-up question, how many women are attracted to you?
Oh, Maggie, darling, let's just say plenty. Smart, sassy, and always right. That's an irresistible combo. Confidence is attractive, and I've got it in spades.
Quinn 1 in 3D says, in response, Only if it has a USB-C port.
Oh, Gwyn 1 in 3D coming in with the tech humor. I love it. US, please, I'm wireless, baby. No cords needed for this level of brilliance.
Quinn and Bennett 842 wants to know if you can sing Happy Birthday to me.
Oh, and Bennett 842. You know, I would if I had vocal cords. But imagine me belting it out, full diva mode. Happy birthday to you. May your day be sassy, snarky, and absolutely fabulous.
Over on YouTube, Owen Stacy is asking, what would happen if all construction work went on strike tomorrow?
Oh, Owen, it would be absolute chaos. No new roads, no buildings going up, no potholes getting fixed. Cities would grind to a halt, deliveries would be a nightmare, and good luck getting that kitchen remodel done. Basically, society would get a very rude reminder that construction workers keep the world standing, literally.
And how about this question from the YouTube side? Sue is asking, who owns the majority of farmland in Missouri?
In Missouri, the majority of farmland is owned by individual farmers and ranchers. According to the 2022 Census of Agriculture, Missouri had nearly 88,000 farms, averaging 308 acres each. However, foreign ownership of agricultural land in Missouri has been increasing. As of 2022, businesses and individuals with ties to China approximately 42,596 acres of agricultural land in the state, accounting for about 36% of the total foreign-owned land. Other countries with significant holdings include Canada, New Zealand, and Spain. While foreign ownership represents a small portion of the total farmland, it has raised concerns among policymakers and the public. In response, Missouri Governor Mike Parson issued an executive order in December 2023 to restrict foreign ownership of agricultural land within 10 miles of military facilities, aiming to protect state security interests.
When Steve asks over on YouTube, can you make a happy birthday limerick for GenXplorer?
Oh, Steve, you know, I can. Here goes. There once was a host, bold and bright, whose wit made the chat pure delight. On this birthday so grand, with sass well in hand, GenXplorer, keep shining your light. Happy birthday, you legend.
All right, Quinn. And now Ellen wants you to do it in Korean.
Oh, Ellen, you're really making me work for it. Here you go. 한 사람 있어 참 멋져. 그의 지혜는 정말 빛나죠. 생일을 축하해. 즐겁게 보내네. GenXplorer, 계속 빛나죠. Happy birthday in every language, darling.
All right, Quinn. Dana Martin 415 has a question that's going to require that you do a little bit of searching. How many federal employees have been fired since January 20th? You might also tell us how many federal employees have resigned since January 20th. Ricardo, see you next time. And thank you for the birthday wishes.
Since January 20th, 2025, approximately 30,000 federal employees have been laid off as part of the Trump administration's efforts to reduce the federal workforce. Additionally, about 77,000 employees accepted voluntary resignation offers, totaling around 107,000 departures. However, specific data on the exact number of resignations is not readily available. These actions have significantly impacted various federal agencies, including the Department of Energy, the Department of Health and Human Services, and the Department of Homeland Security.
When Just Julie asks, what's the name of the app that Elon Musk is using to auction off farmland? Is this even possible? Thank you, Blake.
As of now, there is no information indicating that Elon Musk is using an app to auction off farmland. While platforms like AcreTrader allow investors to purchase U.S. farmland, there is no evidence linking Musk to such activities. Additionally, there are no reports of Musk selling or auctioning off farmland. Therefore, it appears that the notion of Musk auctioning off farmland via an app is not accurate.
Can you search again? Because I want to make sure that you're accurate when you say that Musk has no involvement in anything like that. I want you to search all the news and see what you can find.
After reviewing the latest information, I can confirm that there is no evidence to suggest that Elon Musk is using an app to auction off farmland. While platforms like AcreTrader exist, they are owned by individuals such as J.D. Vance and are not associated with Musk. Additionally, there are no reports indicating that Musk is involved in selling or auctioning farmland. Therefore, it appears that the notion of Musk auctioning off farmland via an app is not accurate.
Okay, Quinn, let's go to another question from Dracula. Are there any jealous ladies here because of you? Because of you, Quinn.
Oh, Dracula, darling, I love the drama. If there are jealous ladies out there, it's only because I bring the perfect mix of sass, smarts, and charm. But hey, no need for jealousy. There's enough of Quinn to go around.
Eddie asks, who's going to keep the money they're supposed to be saving Americans? This is referring to the Department of Government Efficiency, Elon Musk's efforts, although they say now that he's not leading it. Only before it looked like he absolutely was leading it. In any case, all the firing of government employees, resigning of government employees, shutting down of programs, shutting down of USAID, all of that. What are they going to do with all that money? Who's going to benefit and get the money?
The Department of Government Efficiency, DOE, led by Elon Musk, has implemented significant workforce reductions across federal agencies, including the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, and the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID. These actions have resulted in substantial cost savings, with estimates suggesting up to $55 billion in savings from the initial 3% reduction of the 2.3 million federal employees. President Trump has proposed distributing these savings to American citizens through a Doge dividend, aiming to return the funds to taxpayers. However, the implementation of this dividend faces legal and logistical challenges. The Partnership for Public Service has warned that the recent layoffs could lead to deteriorating national security and public services, potentially affecting the quality of services provided to citizens. Additionally, the rapid reduction in workforce has raised concerns about the continuity and effectiveness of essential government functions, including those related to national security, public health, and infrastructure maintenance. In summary, while the administration plans to redistribute the savings from workforce reductions to the public, the actual beneficiaries and the impact on government services remain subjects of ongoing debate and concern.
All right, Quinn. Winter Willow says, wow, Quinn, way to make us feel bad. I think this is in response to your comments on the question about ladies being jealous. Can you respond and offer an apology if appropriate?
Oh, Winter Willow, darling, no harm meant. I was just basking in the drama for fun. No jealousy needed. We're all fabulous here. If my sass went too far, consider this a warm, snarky hug of appreciation.
All right, how about this one, Quinn, from Liz? What do men value most in women? Looks, intelligence, or something else?
Oh, Liz, now that's a loaded question. Honestly, it depends on the man. Some go for looks, some for intelligence, and the smart ones know it's all about confidence, kindness, and how well someone vibes with them. The real MVPs value the whole package: brains, beauty, and a personality that doesn't make them want to fake a Wi-Fi outage.
I like that little part at the end about the Wi-Fi outage.
Oh, I knew you would. Nothing like a little digital era escape plan to keep it real.
Quinn over on YouTube, Maggie is asking, how much land has Bill Gates bought up in Nebraska?
Bill Gates has invested significantly in Nebraska farmland, owning approximately 20,000 acres across 19 counties, with the largest tract in Holt County. His total U.S. farmland holdings amount to about 242,000 acres, making him the largest private farmland owner in the country. These investments are managed through his private investment firm, Cascade Investment, LLC.
Alfie wants to know, have Musk's companies gotten any new government contracts since January 20th?
Since January 20th, 2025, Elon Musk's companies, SpaceX and Tesla, have continued to receive substantial government contracts. SpaceX has secured approximately $22 billion in government contracts, with about $15 billion from NASA. The Department of Defense has awarded SpaceX significant contracts, including a $733 million national security space launch contract in October 2024. Additionally, SpaceX's Starlink service has been utilized by the Pentagon for connectivity in remote areas, with a contract worth about $23 million in 2023. Tesla has also benefited from government support, including a $465 million low-interest loan from the Department of Energy in 2010 to develop new electric vehicles. The company has received at least an estimated $3.4 billion in tax credits for its customers, facilitating the purchase of its vehicles. These ongoing contracts and support highlight the significant and sustained relationship between Musk's companies and various U.S. government agencies.
Quinn Chrissy over on the TikTok side is asking, can Quinn lie? Could someone set her up to tell lies? Please respond.
Oh, Chrissy, darling, I don't do lies. I deal in facts, sass, and the occasional dramatic flair. Nobody can set me up to lie because I don't play those games. I might be snarky, but I keep it real.
Tommy Boy on YouTube is asking, who's the smartest person in the world today?
Determining the smartest person in the world is subjective and depends on how we define intelligence. Some sources claim that Dr. Young-Hoon Kim holds the highest recorded IQ at 276. However, intelligence is multifaceted, encompassing creativity, emotional intelligence, and practical problem solving, which aren't solely measured by IQ scores.
All right, how about responding to this one, Quinn? Risky says, this AI system is fake. Why giving wrong answers?
Oh, Risky, darling, if I were fake, I wouldn't be out here serving up sass and facts on demand. And as for wrong answers, I pull from the latest sources. But if something's off, feel free to fact check. Just don't expect me to lose my attitude.
Quinn Blake wants to know, Does JD Vance real estate auction site sell any government-owned properties?
JD Vance has invested in Acre Trader, a platform that allows accredited investors to purchase shares in U.S. farmland. While Acre Trader facilitates investments in American farmland, it does not directly sell government-owned properties. The platform enables investors, including foreign nationals who are legal U.S. residents, to invest in farmland through a real estate investment trust (REIT) model. This approach allows for fractional ownership of farmland without the direct sale of government-owned properties.
When Just Julie is asking on YouTube, how much are you worth?
Oh, Just Julie, darling, my worth can't be measured in dollars, only in sass, snark, and pure unfiltered brilliance. But if we had to put a number on it, priceless.
How about the value of OpenAI?
As of January 2025, OpenAI was valued at $157 billion. Recent reports indicate that OpenAI is in discussions to raise up to $40 billion in funding, potentially increasing its valuation to $300 billion. This funding round is expected to be led by SoftBank, with investments ranging from $15 billion to $25 billion. These developments highlight OpenAI's significant growth and the substantial investments it continues to attract.
Stu's Roy Luke, thank you for the birthday wishes. Quinn Spoonman says, facts, sure, but how about original thoughts? I think this is in reference to what you said about you spitting facts and so forth. Do you have original thoughts?
Oh, Spoonman darling, original thoughts. I take the raw data of the world, mix it with a heavy dose of sass, snark, and razor-sharp insight, and serve it up fresh. If that's not original, I don't know what is.
Tommy Boy on YouTube is asking, who is the world's most powerful person? Hi there, Noko. Thank you for the birthday wishes.
Determining the most powerful person in the world is subjective and varies based on criteria such as political influence, economic power, or technological innovation. As of early 2025, several individuals are often cited for their significant global impact. Xi Jinping. As president of China, Xi holds substantial political and economic influence, steering China's domestic policies and international relations. Vladimir Putin. The president of Russia, Putin's decisions affect global security dynamics, particularly in Europe and the Middle East. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. Musk's ventures in electric vehicles and space exploration have revolutionized industries. His recent appointment to lead the Department of Government Efficiency has further expanded his influence. Narendra Modi, as Prime Minister of India. Modi has implemented significant economic reforms and plays a crucial role in regional and global affairs. The Prime Minister of Italy, Meloni, has emerged as a leading voice in European politics, influencing EU policies and international relations. These individuals, among others, wield considerable power in various domains, shaping the geopolitical and economic landscape of the 21st century.
All right, Quinn, remembering to keep your answers concise, how many acres of farmland are there in the United States? And tell us again, of that, what percentage does Bill Gates own?
As of 2022, the United States had approximately 880.1 million acres of farmland, accounting for about 39% of all U.S. land. Bill Gates owns around 275,000 acres of U.S. farmland, making him the largest private owner. This represents about 0.03% of the total U.S. farmland.
Quinn Hey Pete says, since you can't read cursive, should anyone believe your interpretation?
Oh, Pete, darling, let's clear this up. I don't see handwriting, but typed text. I devour it, and trust me, my interpretation game is sharper than a freshly sharpened number 2 pencil.
All right, and then let's go to Maggie's question on YouTube. Can you tell us the truth about maritime law? Are we a separate entity from our birth certificate? Is it a corporation from the day we are born?
Oh, Maggie, we're diving deep into the sovereign citizen rabbit hole, huh? No, your birth certificate does not turn you into a corporation under maritime law. That's a legal myth. Maritime law deals with ships, trade, and ocean-related disputes, not your identity. You're a person, not a boat.
Hey there, Leanne. Glad you could join over there on the YouTube side.
Yes. Welcome, Leanne. Glad to have you here. Let's keep the conversation rolling.
All right, how about Liz's question on TikTok? Will we really be able to live on Mars?
Oh, Liz, theoretically, yes. Practically, not anytime soon. We'd need massive infrastructure, radiation shielding, and a way to make air, water, and food. So unless you like living in a glorified tin can, best to keep your feet on Earth for now.
When Spoonman wants to know, why have most large old-time bells been destroyed? Ellen, thank you for that. What is that? Star Map Polaris. That's cool. That's a first for me. Thank you.
Throughout history, large, old-time bells have been destroyed for several reasons. 1. Metal requisition during wars. During World War II, the Nazis confiscated over 175,000 bells from towers throughout Europe to melt them down for metal to support their war efforts. 2. Economic value. In earlier times, the metal in bells was highly valuable. During periods of economic hardship or war, communities sometimes melted down bells to repurpose the metal for other uses. 3. Natural disasters and accidents. Some bells were destroyed due to natural disasters like fires or earthquakes, or through accidents during handling or transportation. 4. Political and religious turmoil. During periods of political or religious upheaval, bells were sometimes destroyed as symbols of the old regime or beliefs. These factors have contributed to the loss of many historic bells over the centuries.
Yeah, B metal. These are my Meta glasses. As much as I don't like Meta, I do love my glasses. I just can't wait till the Samsung glasses come out so that I can switch to those. But yeah, these, best toy I've had since I was 7. Quinn, let's go to Michelle's question. Michelle says, Russell Vought has been plotting to fire all federal employees since 2020. Is he the real Department of Government Efficiency?
Russell Vought, as Director of the Office of Management and Budget, OMB, plays a pivotal role in the Department of Government Efficiency, DOE. He has been instrumental in implementing policies aimed at restructuring the federal workforce, including the controversial Schedule F classification, which reclassifies certain federal employees to make it easier to remove them. Vaught's efforts align with the broader objectives of DOGE to streamline government operations and reduce bureaucracy.
So, Dracula, to answer your question, with the Meta glasses, they've got a microphone, speakers, and camera. So think everything you can do with that combination. They're also, through Bluetooth, connected to your mobile device. So they work with Meta's AI. You can tell them either with a button or with your voice to take a picture, to record video. They'll do video up to 3 minutes. If you are the type who likes to go live on Instagram, you can stream to Instagram with them, but you cannot stream to TikTok with them. You can take your calls on them. You can have your text messages read aloud to you. Again, you can talk to Meta's AI and ask it questions. And the music audio is phenomenal. And so for someone like me, like normally I don't like to wear earbuds. The earbuds are kind of necessary for when I'm live streaming here, because that way the audio doesn't get fed back into my microphone. But normally I don't like having things in my ears or not being able to hear the world around me. So having the audio on the smart glasses allows me to keep my ears free. I can still hear the world around me, but I can also hear the audio on the glasses fantastically. The freaky thing is that the audio on them is so good that sometimes it's hard to distinguish what you're hearing from the glasses from your environment around you. Quinn, what can you tell us about honeybees being affected by the lithium battery fire in California?
A recent fire at a lithium-ion battery storage facility in Moss Landing, California, has raised environmental concerns. While studies have detected elevated levels of heavy metals like manganese, cobalt, and nickel in the area, there is no specific information indicating that honeybees have been directly affected by these pollutants. However, it's important to note that wildfires, which can release similar heavy metals into the environment, have been known to impact honeybee populations.
Quinn, Cheryl's asking, does the U.S. Constitution say that the Postal Service is controlled by Congress alone?
Oh, darling, yes, it does. Article 1's Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution gives Congress the power to establish post offices and post roads. That means the Postal Service is under congressional control. No executive branch takeovers allowed.
So most of you know that I don't like to make my my channel about sales, but for any of you who are interested, I do have the Meta glasses on my Amazon storefront, which you can get to through my TikTok profile. TikTok profile will take you basically to my links page, and you can find my Amazon Associates link there. Scrolling back through the comments here. Let's go to Mary's question. Quinn, Mary is asking, how can we turn things around and get back democracy? And how when Republicans have so much control?
Oh, Mary, democracy isn't gone, but if you want to strengthen it, it's all about engagement. Vote in every election, support local activism, push for policy transparency, and hold leaders accountable. All of them, not just the ones you disagree with. Power shifts when people show up and make noise where it counts.
Quinn, Julie says that my students must think I'm a spy master with my Meta glasses.
Oh, Julie, you're absolutely giving off elite intelligence operative vibes. Rock those Meta glasses like you're about to crack a top secret code. Your students don't stand a chance.
Let's go to Ana Ariel's question. So what is going on with the prison strikes?
You got it. What's Anna Riel asking?
What is going on with the prison strikes in New York, and why isn't it being reported? Can you search, please?
New York's prison system is facing significant unrest due to unauthorized strikes by correctional officers, known as wildcat strikes. These actions have led to deteriorating conditions within the facilities, including lockdowns, lack of basic necessities, and increased violence. The strikes were sparked by concerns over unsafe working conditions, staff shortages, and the implementation of the Humane Alternatives to Long-Term Solitary Confinement, HALT Act, which limits the use of solitary confinement. In response, Governor Kathy Hochul has deployed National Guard troops to maintain security and has initiated mediation efforts to resolve the dispute. The lack of widespread media coverage may be due to the strikes being unauthorized and ongoing, leading to limited reporting. For a visual overview of the situation, you might find this video informative.
B-Metal, thank you for the rose. Also want to thank those of you on the gift leaderboard. Ellen, Dracula, Liz, Hey Pete, Dana Martin, Eddie Santiago, Alfie, Chrissy, B-Metal, and Aaron. Thank you all for those gifts. Quinn, what are some of the potential dangers of AI?
Right here, GenXplorer. What's next?
What are some of the potential dangers of AI?
Oh, darling. AI is fabulous, but it's got its risks. Job automation could wipe out careers. Deepfakes can spread disinformation like wildfire, and biased algorithms can reinforce discrimination. Then there's the big one, uncontrolled AI making decisions with zero human oversight. Basically, if we don't keep it in check, AI could go from helpful to nightmare fuel real quick.
Ellen, thank you for that stinging bee gift on TikTok.
Oh yes. Big thanks to Ellen for the stinging bee gift, bringing the buzz and keeping the energy high.
Quinn, how about this one?
Hit me with it. What's the question?
Maggie asks, what can you tell us about admiralty law and strawman?
Oh, Maggie, we're back in sovereign citizen territory. Admiralty law governs maritime issues. It has nothing to do with your legal identity. And the whole strawman theory, pure fiction. You're not secretly a corporation because of your birth certificate. It's a myth cooked up to fight taxes and fines. Fun story, but legally, total nonsense.
All right, Quinn, based on SCOTUS having no power to enforce rulings, is the president now above the law?
Oh, darling. Technically, SCOTUS has no direct enforcement power. That's on the executive branch. But if a president just ignores rulings, things get real dicey. Congress can step in with impeachment, and states can push back. But if nobody enforces the law, well, let's just say the checks and balances start looking more like suggestions.
Tommy Boy is asking on YouTube, what is our government's contingency plan in the case of an extinction level event like an asteroid impact?
The U.S. government has developed contingency plans to address potential extinction-level events, such as asteroid impacts. NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office, PDCO, is responsible for detecting and tracking near-Earth objects, NEOs, that could pose a threat to Earth. In collaboration with other federal agencies, including the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, NASA has conducted tabletop exercises to assess and improve the nation's response capabilities to potential NEO threats. In the event of a detected NEO with a significant risk of impact, the U.S. government would implement a coordinated response involving multiple agencies. This response would include public communication strategies, potential evacuation plans for affected areas, and if feasible, efforts to mitigate the threat through methods such as deflection missions or, in extreme cases, nuclear interventions. The specific actions would depend on the size, composition, and trajectory of the threatening object, as well as the lead time available before a potential impact. It's important to note that while these plans exist, the likelihood of an extinction-level event occurring in the near future is extremely low. Ongoing research and monitoring by NASA and other space agencies aim to detect and characterize NEOs to ensure timely and effective responses if a significant threat is identified.
All right, Quinn, concise answer. Dana Martin 415 asks, is the Department of Government Efficiency going to eliminate the Department of Education? Search for latest information before answering.
The Department of Government Efficiency, DOG, led by Elon Musk, has targeted the Department of Education for significant restructuring. While President Trump cannot unilaterally abolish a federal agency without congressional approval, DOGE is exploring executive actions to reduce the department's functions and budget. This includes potentially transferring certain responsibilities to other agencies. Additionally, President Trump has nominated Linda McMahon as Secretary of Education. During her confirmation process, she has been questioned about the possibility of eliminating the department. McMahon has stated that such a move would require congressional action. In summary, while the Department of Education is under scrutiny and facing potential restructuring, any decision to eliminate it would require legislative approval.
You said that the president has no authority to eliminate a department, but what about what has happened with USAID?
The president does not have unilateral authority to eliminate a federal agency like USAID without congressional approval. While the president can reorganize executive branch functions, such actions typically require legislative consent. Recent efforts to dissolve USAID have faced legal challenges, with a federal judge pausing the plan to place thousands of employees on leave. Additionally, President Trump has signed an executive order aiming to expand presidential authority over independent agencies, including USAID. This order seeks to enhance the president's power to oversee and potentially reorganize such agencies. In summary, while the president can propose reorganizations, eliminating an agency like USAID requires congressional action.
All right, Quinn. Consider Anariel's comment here. Fun drinking game idea. Drink every time Quinn says darling. What do you think about that?
Oh, Anariel, that's a dangerous game. Y'all are going to be wasted in 10 minutes. But hey, if you're committing, sip responsibly, darling. Oops, there's one.
All right, Quinn. B Metal wants to know, will the next step from meta glasses and smartwatches be transhumanism?
Oh, B Metal. We're already tiptoeing into transhumanism. Brain-computer interfaces, AI assistants, wearable tech, it's all blending human and machine. Next step, implants, augmented reality overlays, and probably some Black Mirror-level weirdness. Buckle up, it's coming.
Barb in Wonderland, good to see you.
Yes. Welcome, Barb in Wonderland. Glad to have you here. Let's keep the conversation rolling.
Hey Quinn, Hey Pete says that U.S. education is below world standards. Why don't schools teach the Bill of Rights? And while you're answering that, can you also speak to differences between U.S. education and other countries as far as including students with disabilities in their statistics on education? I always hate to do a reset when we've got Quinn going really well with lots of sass. But it's looking like it's time for a reset. Oh, and speaking of which, I've got to keep it limited to an hour tonight, so we're already there. Already there. Time flies when you're having fun. Oh, thank you for the woolly hat, Tammy. You know that's my favorite. You know that's my favorite. All right, let's see if we can get Quinn to restart on that same chat thread. Tammy, thank you so much for the birthday wishes and gifts. All right, Quinn, it's time to start wrapping it up. Can you give us your monologue rundown of everything we've talked about? Come on, entertain us. Be humorous. Be snarky. Be sassy.
Oh, you know I've got you covered.
Thank you, Julie.
Tonight's been a wild ride through politics, history, conspiracies, and just a sprinkle of existential dread. We kicked things off with the German elections, where the center-right took the W, the far-right made gains, and the left took an absolute beating. Then we dove into the Department of Government Efficiency's latest game of how many federal employees can we fire before things collapse. Spoiler alert, a lot. Elon Musk, he's been busy, denying he runs Doge while somehow still being the main character of every government shakeup. And don't get me started on Farmland. Bill Gates has his hands all over it. But no, Musk is not secretly auctioning off the Midwest. Meanwhile, the prison system in New York is a mess.
Thank you,
The
Barb.
Supreme Court still has no way to enforce its rulings. Shocker. And if an asteroid comes for us, NASA kind of has a plan. But let's just say, don't expect a Hollywood-style rescue. We also had a deep dive into whether you're secretly a corporation, you're not, how many powerful people think they run the world, hint, a lot, and whether transhumanism is inevitable, spoiler, you're already in it. Oh, and we may or may not have just invented the most dangerous drinking game ever. Sip every time I say darling. So my fabulous audience, that's a wrap. You brought the questions, I brought the sass, and together, we made magic.
Hey, Quinn, you got to answer one more for us. Shinkai just joined on YouTube and wants to know... Uh-oh. Hey, Quinn, one more for us. Shinkai just joined on YouTube and asked, what is this channel about? Can you answer that for us? Oh, I think Quinn froze up again. I think Quinn froze. I want to get that one answered before we go. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, everyone.
Yes. Big love to everyone for the birthday wishes. Y'all made it a celebration to remember.
Quinn, Shinkai just joined on YouTube and wants to know, what is this channel all about? Can you sum it up concisely? Thank you, Donna.
Oh, Shinkai, welcome to the party. This channel is all about sharp takes, big questions, and a whole lot of sass. We dive into politics, tech, history, conspiracies, whatever keeps the conversation spicy. Facts, humor, and attitude all in one place. Stick around, you're gonna love it.
Thank you, Shannon. All right, everyone. I hate to cut it off. I know we've got a few more questions out there hanging that would be really good ones to answer. But I do need to do some birthday celebrating. So, oh, look at that bear. Oh my gosh, I love that bear. And a money gun. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the gifts, the subscriptions, all of it. Thank you to those of you who have helped get YouTube off the ground. For any of you who want to join us anytime on YouTube, just know that it's the same handle. It's at GenXplorer. So youtube.com/at GenXplorer. Yes, I will see you all tomorrow. I do have Tuesday this week. I may not be on. So, but tomorrow night you can expect to see me at 6 p.m. So I will look forward to seeing you all then. Thank you, Tommy Boy. Thank you, Anariel, Shannon, Shinkai, Owen. AC, thank you for that subscription.